Hello. In this video, I will show you how to operate our dashboard Influences and Effects of COVID-19 Response. As you can see up here, our dashboard is structured into 4 different tabs. Each of them contains a map and a graph. So you can use these to interact with our data and explore it. The last of these tabs contains additional information and our data sources. So see this tab if you need any help with the thematical interpretation of our data, because in this video today, I will only show you how to operate it from an interface point of view. So the maps in all of these function the same. You have a search option here to find a country. You can zoom. With this button, you can go back to the first extent. And if you go into the map, you could either hover over the countries to see the current value for each country, or you can click a country, and then the graph below will adapt and only show the data for this country. But you could also, for example, drag and drop and make a selection of multiple countries. Or if you want to go more specific, you can click one and then press Control, keep it pressed, and click another country to also select multiple countries. In this way, you can really specify what data you want to see down here. Then, especially for the first tab, you have this option to choose a policy which will be displayed in the graph below. So you can compare with the cases for that country or globally. And when you chose one that you're happy with, and for example, you chose a country to display, you could also select a data range up here, and then the map up there would adapt to it. But this, of course, makes more sense for a global view, because then you can really compare the differences for the countries for a specific date range. For example, if I mark this beginning here, you see that at the beginning, the cases were especially high in China and low everywhere else. And when you've watched the whole time, so you just click somewhere to deselect, and then you can see that over the whole duration of COVID so far in 2020, the image is a different one. Also for the graph, when you go down here, there will a little minus appear. And if you click this, you can change the date, not from a single date, but to weeks. And so the graph will be smooth. You could also change it to months or even to quarters of the year. So depending on which of these you chose, you have a different amount of smoothness in the graph or more information. All right, that's it basically for the first tab. So let's head to the second one. In this one, you see these correlation coefficient matrices, and you can click them to zoom and scroll to see the whole matrix in detail, or just see it smaller as an overview. And if you click a country in the map, as you can see, the matrix below will change to the matrix for this specific focus country. So you can really go in here, click each of them, and explore the coefficient matrix for the country at hand. The last tab that we have is Happiness and Government Response. Up here you see a map that currently shows the happiness score, but you can also change it to perception of freedom. And as you will notice, down here, the scatter plot will update as well. And if we click a country up there, it will be highlighted in the scatter plot. Let's change this back to happiness score. So you can also go to the right here and then select a region to only see the data for this specific World Bank region. Or you could click multiple of them and see multiple regions. And as you see, here you have this line that shows you the linear trend of the data, and it will adapt depending on what data you have chosen. So it can be different for different regions. And here we also have the same options as in the map before. So you can also select some of them, and then you see the linear trend, especially for those that you clicked. then click somewhere else to deselect again. Or you can also click one and then keep Control pressed and click some others. And as you can see, now also the trend will adapt to especially the chosen countries that you want to compare. Well, thanks for watching. These were basically the most important functions of our dashboard. So have fun, and I hope you have an interesting time learning new things about data, about the data that we collected here.